Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome back to another awesome video. And it's time for another movie review. And today's movie is going to be of Willys Wonderland. So Willys Wonderland came out this year. I don't know if it got a theatrical release, but I know that it went to Hulu, and I was lucky enough to have seen it on Hulu. And it's about this guy who takes his job as a janitor, played by Nicolas Cage. And he works at this very entertainment sort of business, like a Chuck E. Cheese, Five Nights at Freddy's inspired sort of facility. And in this facility, the animatronics from this thing called Willys Wonderland start basically trying to kill people and eat pretty much any or every child that enters this building. I don't remember who this is directed by, produced, written, whatever the case is, but I had me a hilarious, damn good time just watching this movie. Especially when the fact that I gotta just give it to Nick Cage, because not only is Nick Cage just so great, he's Nicolas Cage, he's just so Cage, he's over top, he's Nick Cage, you'll love him in anything good or bad, but this man deserves an award. He deserves an award for this film. The fact that he does not say a single word throughout this film, it makes me die laughing every time he just makes a facial expression, if he just does something badass, or if he does something aggressive, or he just does something very, subtly. He doesn't say a single word. He's like your silent type, like loner, like you're sort of like your cowboy like type of character that Nicolas Cage described it as, where the silent type. But he deserves an award for the fact that he does not say a damn line in this film, but yet he is the best part about this movie and gives the best I've seen out of Nicolas Cage. And he says nothing, not even a single line. The writers even thought about putting in one line, like him saying to the main antagonist, Willy the Weasel, him saying something like, "Come at me, bro." But they took it out because it sounded so flat and it's such a lame line that they just left it where Cage said nothing. So nothing at all or nothing at all, pretty much. But I love Cage in this film. And Cage is so badass and so awesome that he kind of makes me want to see him as Ghost Rider again. Like, I want to see him reprise his role as Ghost Rider, but in the MCU. If we could have Alfred Molina come back as Doc Ock, let's have Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider in the MCU. Let's do it. And I know there's the kids and there's other actors and actresses in this film, and to be honest, they are those throwaway teenagers that they show up, they're like, oh, we're here to basically burn down this place because of all the crazy kind of fucked up shit about this backstory with this Willys Wonderland, which we'll get into in a second. But yeah, these kids, these teenagers are meant to be throwaways, but in a way they actually kind of are a little bit enjoyable. I may not really remember them, to be honest, exactly by name, but I can remember them by personality a little bit. At least there's one. And two, yeah, I mainly remember them by personality because at least you have the one main actress, she leads the group, she's kind of being a little rebellious towards her adoptive, I guess, sheriff mom, even though she has different intentions compared to her mom. And then there's the one kid that actually falls for a animatronic that thinks that, oh, I'm stuck and I need to be saved and I'm different like everyone else is, like the outsider, and others left and right. But for me, what made this film, although the main female kid actress is actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, I will give her that credit, but the main thing that makes this movie for me is Nicolas Cage and the freaking characters. They feel, although they are very Five Nights at Freddy's inspired with the animatronics and them being very evil and demonic, but the fact that they come up with this crazy shit for their backstory where they were once entertainers, then all of a sudden they were murdered, and their souls are trapped in the animatronics, and it's just flat out crazy, funny, hilarious that the fact that they're basically taking the same premise as Child's Play, but taking 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 different people that worked at this business, this pizza place or whatever, like a Chuck E. Cheese, and suddenly they're now in these soulless bodies and they want to feast on these kids, which the humans and the adults of this world just kind of go, all right, we'll give you these kids to go in there and you can eat and feast and have your hunger, so that way we can basically, we'll protect you, you protect us, as long as we feed you, sort of thing. Like, it's crazy shit, bonkers, fucked up, but it's kind of funny a little bit how you have so many shady characters that are like, even the business owner that takes Cage in to basically be the janitor, he knows, like, hey, we're gonna have you be their lunch and you're gonna be eaten alive by these animatronic characters. Which, by the way, getting back to the animatronic characters, the fact that although they are Five Nights at Freddy's inspired and they have that sort of like feel in them, they feel very like their own identities. They feel fleshed out. They have unique, like, distinct colors, and there's different, like, uniqueness to them, like, and how many they have. Like, there obviously you have Willy the Weasel, there's a siren, there's a turtle, a Hispanic turtle or a Latino turtle, there's a gorilla, a chameleon. They have all their own little names, like Kane the Chameleon. I can't remember them all, but they have like a bit of like an identity. They do have a bit of a personality, and then rather than just saying, oh, they're just like Five Nights at Freddy's, or they're just like the Banana Splits movie or whatever. So they do have their own uniqueness. And although it doesn't get as gory, the gore scenes and the scares actually do work, because it does build up to these intense moments. It kind of gives you a bit of suspense. It kind of takes you a little bit unexpected spots here and there that you're like, okay, they're gonna scare you here, but then it's like, oh, they're not gonna scare you here, and instead they do it here. But it works out just for me, because I just had a blast watching this movie. I don't know why, I just had so much more fun. I laughed my ass off at so many things that it just became more entertaining, more enjoyable, more fun for me. And I just enjoyed the gore, the kill count that it kept doing, and even Cage just ripping the shit out of these animatronics and ripping them to pieces, beating them around, being creative to basically take them out. And I love how even the first animatronic, which was like an ostrich, which is, again, creative, that they come up with these characters, these animatronics, and they use these types of animals. It's unique to me. But when the first animatronic shows up and there's Cage standing there, the animatronic has this oh shit face, like, I'm gonna get fucked up by this guy and he means business, and Cage means business. I love it so much. I just had a grand slam spanking time watching this movie. I don't know why, I honestly did, to be honest. I can't get enough of it. It was just that crazy. It was that fun. It was that wild. It's bonkers. It's bizarre. It's horrific a little bit, but it's not bad in a way. Like, if you really are in the mood for something like this, you have to be in the mood for something like this to really enjoy it. And I just so happened, I just made myself more enjoyed by it, and I even was just screaming, laughing, enjoying, and rooting for every time Cage ripped and just tore up and basically did shit to these animatronics. It just became a blast for me. I just can't stress that enough, honestly. I don't know what to really rate. I don't know what to rate this movie, because I want to be like, is this the type of movie that it's so bad it's hilarious, if it's a hilariosity type of thing, if it's actually like a guilty pleasure. But in all honesty, I know this sounds a little ridiculous, but you know what? I'm going to give Willys Wonderland an A. I'm going to give it an A. I know it kind of gets a little crazy. It gets a little, like, fucked up, like, that the adults are doing this stuff. They bring in these kids just so the animatronics, the demonic, possessed animatronics could feast and hunger and everything. But it just adds more to how much I enjoyed it and laughed at it and had a fun, bawling time with it. And you know what? I'm gonna flat out say it. This was probably one of the best movies of this year for me. And that's saying a lot, since I haven't seen a lot, number one. And number two, in general, this movie is just, I think this is one of the best. I think this is gonna be one of my top 10 or top 5 best movies of this year. So look out for that. I don't care. I mean, if you agree, let me know in the comments below. If you disagree, let me know as well. I'm just on this whole thing of that, you know what? I had a blast. I loved it. So I'm gonna have it be one of my favorite movies of this year. Just look out for that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please smash that button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day of every week. And make sure you ring that bell. I do new videos every day of every week, or at least I will try to as much. Share the video with your family, friends, all the good stuff and more. Leave some suggestions, some questions, comments, concerns in the comment section, as always. Look out for more reviews. Look out for some top 10s. Look out for maybe a few vlogs, maybe a few other stuff I might plan out. Perhaps if you guys leave some questions in, I want to say it was in my Canceled Chronicles video I did. I said if you want to start leaving questions in that video and any future videos, I might do a Q&A and then start building up questions for that video. So if you guys do that, I will definitely, most definitely do a Q&A. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time.